Okay, history buffs, armchair generals, and anyone who loves a mind-blowing mystery. Imagine this. It's the height of the Roman Empire. Its legions are unstoppable. They conquer lands, build cities, and their disciplined soldiers are the envy of the known world. But what if I told you about a Roman legion, thousands strong, that simply vanished? Not in a misty bog in Britain, not in a snowy German forest, but thousands of miles east, swallowed by a desert, only to re-emerge years later, halfway across the globe, fighting for a completely different empire in ancient China. Sounds like a movie plot, right? Well, buckle up, because this is one of history's wildest what-ifs, and the evidence might just blow your mind. Our story begins in 53 BC with one of the richest men in Rome, Marcus Licinius Crassus. He wasn't just wealthy, he was obsessed with military glory, desperate to catch up to his rivals, Pompey and Julius Caesar. So he gathered an army, 7 full Roman legions, about 40,000 men, and decided to invade Parthia, modern-day Iran. Bad idea, Crassus, really bad idea. The Parthians met him in the scorching desert at the Battle of Carrhae. This wasn't a typical Roman battle. The Parthians had endless horse archers who just, well, kept shooting. Wave after wave of arrows rained down. Roman discipline couldn't hold forever. Crassus's forces were massacred. He died, famously, with molten gold poured down his throat. And the worst part? Around 10,000 Roman soldiers were captured. They were marched away deep into the east, never to be seen by Rome again. They became the Lost Legion. Now here's where it gets truly fascinating. Roman historians like Pliny the Elder tell us these prisoners were settled on the Parthian Empire's eastern frontier, acting as a buffer against nomadic tribes. Okay, standard practice. But one of those nomadic tribes, the Xiongnu, were constantly clashing with, you guessed it, the mighty Han Dynasty of China. Fast forward almost 2 decades to 36 BC. A Han Dynasty general, Qian Tang, is leading a campaign against a particularly troublesome Xiongnu chieftain named Zhiji. General Tang's army lays siege to Zhiji's fortress, and in the heat of battle, he reports seeing something unusual. Soldiers fighting in a fish-scale formation. Now, for those of you fluent in ancient Roman military tactics, does fish-scale formation sound familiar? It sure does to me. It sounds an awful lot like the famous Roman testudo formation, an impenetrable wall of shields like a tortoise shell. And these mystery soldiers, they also built a unique wooden palisade defense outside the fortress, another Roman specialty. Coincidence? Many historians say, maybe not. So imagine it, Roman legionaries who hadn't seen Rome in decades, now mercenaries, deep in Central Asia, fighting for a Xiongnu chieftain against a Han Chinese army. The clash of civilizations would have been epic, a true East meets West battlefield drama. But the story doesn't end there. The Han army eventually defeated Zhiji, and these mysterious foreign fighters were captured. According to Chinese records, these mercenaries were then settled in a new town in Gansu province, western China, a town that eventually became known as Liqian. Now, why is that name interesting? Because some scholars believe Liqian is the transliteration of legion, or even Allium, or Alexandria, common Roman city names. Think about it. And this is where the modern-day detective work kicks in. In Liqian today, there are villagers with some strikingly non-Chinese features. Green eyes, blonde hair, and prominent Roman noses. Yes, really. If you didn't know where you were, you might think you were looking at someone from Southern Europe. This led to incredible research, including DNA studies in the early 2000s. And guess what? These studies showed that some residents of Liqian do indeed have a significant percentage of Caucasian or Western Asian ancestry, higher than other local populations. Now, is it definitive proof they're direct descendants of Crassus's Lost Legion? Not 100%, historical mysteries rarely are, but it's a huge, tantalizing clue. It's a compelling piece of the puzzle suggesting a direct link from those dusty plains of Parthia across the Silk Road all the way to a small Chinese village. Can you imagine the stories these soldiers would have told? The cultures they experienced? It's mind-boggling. What do you think? Is this incredible journey plausible? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're enjoying this deep dive into history's biggest secrets, do me a huge favor. Hit that like button, share this video with a fellow history buff, and please smash that subscribe button. We uncover amazing stories like this every week. Critics argue that fish scale formation could be a generic description for any shield wall, and that Western traders and prisoners were common along the Silk Road anyway. And the DNA, while intriguing, doesn't exclusively point to Roman legions. But the combination of historical records, geographical proximity, battle descriptions, and the modern genetic and phenotypic evidence makes this theory incredibly hard to dismiss entirely. To think that Roman discipline, forged in the Mediterranean, could have ended up influencing battlefields thousands of miles away on the other side of the known world is just breathtaking. These men, captured and transplanted, essentially became the first cultural bridge between two of the greatest empires in ancient history. Whether they fought for Gigi out of loyalty, necessity, or simply the soldier's instinct to survive, they carried a piece of Rome with them, a piece that, perhaps, settled and intertwined with the ancient Chinese people in a small, forgotten village. It's a testament to the sheer resilience and adaptability of the Roman legionary. So, the next time you think about the Roman Empire, remember that their reach might have stretched far beyond what the history books traditionally tell us. From the dust of Carhae across deserts and mountains to the remote corners of China, the echoes of a lost legion continue to stir the imagination. What other lost history or crazy what-ifs should we explore next? Tell us below. And once again, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more epic history content. See you next time.